Guys, so there's 19.5 hours left until you can surrender your VPND and participate in the Vape Genesis Pool event. So this is your chance to trade your VPND for Vape tokens, which is going to be the new governance and utility token of VaporDex. So if you're like me and you've been collecting your VPND tokens till the last moment like me, this is the right time to start claiming those VPND tokens and surrendering them into the Vape Genesis Pool. So at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can actually do this, what are the steps that you need to take to participate in it, and before that, let's quickly talk about Vape and what is Vape all about. So Vape is the governance and utility token that is going to be for the VaporDex. VaporDex is another product provided by the Vapor Nodes team. If we look at the Medium article, the two main roles for Vape is going to be the governance for VaporDex and Vape, and a VaporDex fee harvesting. That's the main reason that you would want to get Vape. But before we dive into the governance and the VaporDex harvesting, let me mention that Vape is going to be limited in supply, and basically it's made the same way the Bitcoin is made. It's going to be only 21 million Vape available, and we're going to talk about it in a moment. But the governance, so with the governance, you'll be able to participate in community votes centered around VaporDex and Vape token itself. And the other reason that why you would want to hold Vape is that you'll be able to stake Vape on VaporDex and earn fair allocation of fees that the VaporDex exchange harvests. So you'll be able to participate in the fee revenue share. And the reason that you created another token is because VPND initially, when it was created, it serves a little bit different purpose. VPND is the token that you can mint and earn rewards, and it has a high maximum supply. The full supply is already in circulation, and it kind of has certain branding attached to it, so they decided to go with another approach and create a token that is actually going to reward the community members that support VaporDex, or a Vapor team, I should say, in general, since the creation of Vapor Nodes. So this is going to be kind of a reward token for your commitment and participation in the whole Vapor ecosystem. So there are only 4 primary markets for Vape, and as you can see, we have Genesis Pool, which is the one we're talking about right now. Then we're going to have liquid staking, where you'll be able to stake VPND paired with Vape token for liquid staking, and then enhanced staking, where you'll be able to stake VPND paired with Vape paired with USDC. And then another market for Vape is going to be stratosphere rewards, which you're going to have to sign up for anyway, because if you want to participate in a Genesis Pool, you kind of have no choice. You have to sign up, but it's not bad at all, because you're going to be getting a lot of perks with stratosphere. They're basically rewarding those community members that are participating in the day-to-day life of the Vapor ecosystem. So as I've already mentioned, the maximum supply of Vape that can ever exist is preset and limited to only 21 million tokens, to draw the parallel with Bitcoin here. So it's going to be very rare, and it's going to be more scarce than the VPND token that they already have, that has, I believe it's 1 billion supply that's already out there. And so here's how the initial supply allocation of Vape token is going to happen. Out of total 21 million tokens, the largest single event that is going to introduce Vape into the circulating supply is going to be the Genesis Pool. That's why you should participate in that. And 2% of the 2% of the total supply is going to be allocated to Genesis Pool, and it's going to be 420,000 Vape tokens. The next thing is going to be liquid staking, which is going to introduce 8% of the circulating supply, which is going to be about 1.6 million tokens. Then 30% is going to be for enhanced staking, equaling 6.3 million tokens, and 60% for stratosphere rewards, equaling 12.6 million tokens. So that's why you should, and you will have to sign up for stratosphere reward anyway. But all of these allocations, apart from the Genesis Pool that immediately is going to introduce 420,000 tokens, the liquid staking, enhanced staking, and stratosphere reward is supposed to take a long time, and according to the team itself, it's going to probably take about 10 or a little bit over 10 years to fully introduce the whole circulating supply into circulation. And so just to keep in mind, if you currently have any VPND nodes, then the moment the liquid staking goes live, and that's supposed to happen, I think, shortly after the Genesis Pool event, the creation of new nodes will be turned off, so you won't be able to create a new VPND nodes. Instead, you're going to be able to trade the existing nodes as an NFT on the marketplace once that goes live. But if you don't have any VPND nodes or you don't participate in Genesis Pool, you'll still be able to later on purchase it on the decentralized exchange, because the swap is going to be enabled also right after the Genesis Pool event. So you'll be able to trade Vape and VPND for whatever tokens you have. So this is what's going to happen next. Once the Genesis event starts, the Vapor team is going to create a Vape USDC liquidity pool based on the amount of VPND surrendered, and that is going to define the initial valuation for Vape tokens. So we're going to have a USDC Vape pair that's going to be created, and that USDC amount is going to be corresponding to the amount of VPND tokens that were surrendered. So the higher the amount of VPND tokens surrendered, the higher the price of Vape is going to be. And also the higher the market price of each VPND token at the moment when the liquidity pool is established, the higher the price of Vape is going to be as well. So we have the price. The higher the price, the more the quantity of VPND tokens surrendered, the higher the each individual vape is going to cost at the initial valuation, until the market price starts kicking in and adjusting the price of vape. So the moment the Vape USDC liquidity pool is going to be created, then swapping vape opens on VaporDex. So you'll be able to swap vape for any other tokens that you have on Avalanche. And then VPND Vape liquid staking is going to be enabled, and that's when you won't be able to create any more Vapor nodes. So yeah, if you want to create a Vapor node, this is the time. And Vape USDC staking is going to be open as well, and that moment when you provide that liquidity, you'll be able to earn all the fees that the VaporDex collects, and you'll be able to get USDC for providing that liquidity pair. So now let's quickly talk about the initial valuation of Vape. As I've already mentioned, it's not going to happen by the team creating the liquidity pair and valuing it at whatever they want. Basically, it's going to happen naturally by surrendering your VPND, swapping it for USDC at the time of the liquidity pair creation, and then that's gonna define the initial value of Vape, right? So let's see how this is gonna play out. So let's say if we have 100 million VPND surrendered into the Genesis pool, which by the way, this is about right now. This is how much is surrendered. This was just for the example sake, but actually this is the amount I think right now that they've reported. That's gonna be worth a total of 200,000 USDC, which I think it's a little more. It's like 350 at the current price. If we look at the price, it's at about 35, so it's like 350,000 right now probably. So then this would be 420,000 vape is emitted to participant, with the full emission being valued at 200K, or 47 or 0.47 or 0.476 USDC per vape. But the actual valuation right now, as I mentioned, at around 0.097, almost double that. So if your 1 million VPND represents 1% of total VPND surrendered, allowing you to claim 1% of the 420,000 vape, you're able to claim 4,200 vape at an initial valuation of 2,000 USDC. A 3% claim fee is going to be charged upon the claim, and 126 vape is sent to the Vaporfy Labs treasury for liquidity management. So your 1 million VPND ends up netting you 4,074 vape, fully transferable to other wallets, and that's when you'll be able to swap it for another token on the VaporDex, or you'll be able to provide a liquidity pair and stake it. So now, since we've gone over all of this, let's actually do this and what you need to do. Let's see. So the first thing that you're gonna need to do, you're gonna need to go to the VaporDex. Well, actually, there are two ways that you can start. First, you need to have some VPND tokens in your wallet. In my case, it's a MetaMask. So connect your MetaMask to vapordex.io, and then connect your MetaMask to Vapor nodes. If you have any Vapor nodes right here, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to claim all that VPND, and please remember, like, it's up to you how you're going to play it. I know some people that are claiming just half of it to save the other half to provide liquidity pair for liquid staking later on. You can claim all of it and later on, let's say, get some VPND off the market. It's totally up to you how you want to play it, but first you need to have some VPND. So in my case, I'm gonna I'm gonna claim all of this. So I'm gonna click actually there is no more button. It's been a long time. As you can see, I last claimed 100 days ago, so I haven't touched it in a while, but I'm gonna claim all of them. And you're gonna have to pay the fee in AVAX if you're familiar with Vapor. So I'm gonna have to enable it on my Ledger device. So I store most of my crypto investments on my Ledger, and this is one of the safest way to keep it safe in this cold storage. So if you want to grab one, I'm going to throw the link down in the description. Transactions are failing right now, so you might need to increase the gas fee. Let's see. Nope. Let me see, guys, and I'll be right back. So I just reached out to support, and they'll be able to help me. Apparently, you need to claim no more than 2 or 3 nodes at a time because it won't go. And I did like 2 nodes, I believe. No, I did 3 nodes at first, and that failed again. So I did 2 nodes, and it went through. So go ahead and do 2 nodes at a time at least. And then I did 1 more node. That way you don't waste all your gas fees on claiming this, because I didn't know what was going on. So I tried multiple times, and I've wasted probably half of all my AVAX. I had a little bit over I had a little bit under 1 AVAX, and I probably used half of it on gas right now. But so you don't waste your AVAX on gas. Just claim 2 to 3 nodes at a time and see if that works for you. And one more thing, I already went through the whole thing, and I just realized that I forgot to click record my screen again because I paused it for a while. And so yeah, I've already went through the process, and I'm gonna show you again. But so when you go back to VaporDex, once you claimed your VPND, you're just gonna enroll in Stratosphere. He's gonna ask you if you want to add it to the existing one, if you already have a membership with another wallet, or if you want to mint a new membership. When you mint the membership, you basically get like an NFT. So for me, it was the first time, so I just did mint, and I was basically enrolled in Stratosphere at this point. And when you come back, you're gonna have to approve the VPND surrendering. So you're gonna click approve, hit approve when you're MetaMask or whatever you're using, whatever wallet you're using, and it's going to get approved. After that, if you refresh it, you'll see the balance right here. It's going to say your balance. So if you want to do like half and half, let's say you want to keep half in VPND and swap half for vape to do liquid staking later on, or you want to swap the whole balance, it's up to you. But if you want to do the whole thing like I did, I click max, and basically all loaded here, and you click surrender VPND for vape, and after that it's going to say success, and now it's going to show you your VPND deposited. It's going to show you your percentage of the pool. This is how much you're going to get. So yeah, right now we're at about probably already around more than 1 million VPND surrendered, and I believe it's going to keep growing the closer we get to the event itself. So if you want to participate in the Genesis pool, go ahead and do that. That's your chance right now. Currently, since I've been trying to resolve this issue with the errors, it's already an hour has passed. So by the time I probably publish this video, it's going to be even more less time left. So go ahead and do that. And as I've already said, but didn't record, unfortunately, this video is more of a reminder, because sometimes we're in a lot of projects, and me myself, I'm in a lot of projects, and I miss a lot of milestones that I need to take action on, and this is kind of a reminder for you guys not to miss it. I hope it pops up on your YouTube feed or whatever, and you'll be able to see that, look at it, and like, oh, okay, I forgot I need to actually do this thing. So this video is more of a reminder more than anything. So I hope you go ahead and participate in your in this Vape Genesis pool and get your vape, and I'll see you all guys in the next one.